Welcome into Meta Madness. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we are going to be seeing the members of Three-Legged Cat. On the right, it is going to be DogZ. We are here in Meta Madness, qualifier number 4, day number 1. I'm just checking some audio stuff really quickly, just in case that it broke, but it looks like things are A-okay. But yeah, we're here in Meta Madness, qualifier number 4, so now we have 15 heroes banned away. Abathur, Anduin, Blaze, Brightwing, Diablo, Genji, Hanzo, Hogger, Johanna, Junkrat, Lucio, Sergeant Hammer, Sylvanas, Tracer, and Vala. Rob, thank you.
You got paid?
No message. Thank you so very much, Rob, for the tier 1 sub for 15 months. I appreciate that a ton, bud. We're getting into Battlefield of Eternity. Looks like we're going to skip a ban on that one right there, but we do have some map bans, as DogZ did win the coin flip. They opted for map pick priority. Banning away Sky Temple, Towers of Doom, Cursed Hollow, and Braxis banned by Three-Legged Cat. And so, as I mentioned, DogZ wanted the map pick priority. They're going to ban, or they're going to be taking us to Battlefield of Eternity, and we'll see what the game plan is for our crew. Morning, morning, morning. Thank you, bud. Appreciate it a ton. Thanks, as always, for running things. Hope you had a good Thursday. Hope your Thanksgiving was amazing, because I know everybody in the entire world celebrates our Thanksgiving. There's no other Thanksgiving out there. But we do have our bans through Muradin, Li Ming, Chromie. Heroes that are banned at the top of the screen don't add to the ban list, only heroes that are picked and played. This is the best of 3, first one of the day. Let's see who we are starting out with. It is a Rhaegar. Rhaegar will kick off the draft for Three-Legged Cat. Ironically enough, Three-Legged Cat will be getting the dog. But we do have Battlefield of Eternity, so race potential is always a high consideration. Maybe we lean into an early, like, a Nubarak Greymane. That's definitely a possibility. You go in for the double dive potential. We're not going to see the Anubarak. We will get Yrel, though. So a Righteous Hammer to deflect the enemy's back. You got Greymane for race, as well as dive into the enemy team. Percent-based damage with the last bullets. Curse Bullet. Go for the throat's an option as well. But I don't think with an Arthas being picked up, that'll be the case. Arthas is typically considered the counter into Greymane, since he just pops his W and stands around Greymane, slowing his movement and auto-attack speed. Cassia Blinds shut down... Oh, sorry. Shut down our Worgen as well. Sorry, it's still very early for me. I do apologize. Still waking up today. Still trying to, get back after the little vacation we had down the mountain. Alright, what do they want to get rid of? Maybe a solo laner into the Yrel. Get rid of the Dahaka so they don't have to deal with any sort of flank brushstock into the backline for whatever healer they want to lean into. Still a lot of healers up and available. I mean, yeah, we banned away Anduin, Brightwing, and Lucio from that healer pool, but there's still a ton available. Do banned heroes also get taken out of the pool later in the bracket? What? No. Banned heroes don't add to the list whatsoever. They only pertain to the current map banned. That'd be insane. Could you imagine? You imagine all these games today, you get to the finals and it's like, there's 3 heroes available. Now, there's banned heroes that are added. That's the pinned message in the top of the Twitch chat. And then the banned heroes are reset every single best of. So, by map number 3 of a best of 3, you have 35 heroes banned away at the start of that draft. 15 from the base qualifier ban, or the tournament ban, and then 10 from each map previously. So, that is how it is. So, for example, Dahaka could be played on map 2. Let's say map number 2 is Towers of Doom. It couldn't be. Let's say map number 2 is Infernal Shrines. If Dahaka's not banned at the top of the screen, he can be picked up for map number 2, but Ana could not be played in map number 2. Tyrael, Greymane, Yrel, Arthas, Cassia, Rhaegar could not be played. It would be great. I don't think it'd be very good. Someone sound the alarm. Crushinator gets a very early Artanis. I don't think players would like that very much. It's a lot of utility coming out from Three-Legged Cat. Hypercarry Cassia. Well, the ETC probably going into a lot of utility with speed metal and stuff like that. Oh, okay. Kael'thas. I mean, this is a really This is a very stacky team on the side of Three-Legged Cat in the sense that they all wanna move in and auto attack a target. Cassia with Fend, Rhaegar biting butts, Arthas smacking with sword, ETC power slide, and Artanis with his twin blades and such. So I think the Living Bomb is actually a really good pickup here to kind of spread back the enemy. We'll see how things work out here. I'm gonna go ahead and swap us into the cast, and let's get going into our first prediction of the day. All right. We'll kick off our prediction once we load on in. Thanks for being here, everybody. Hope you're having a great Saturday. We will be casting this today and tomorrow. And then next week we have our normal stream schedule of Monday through Friday of just our regular stuff. And then Saturday and Sunday of the following weekend will be more casting. But let's get into this. Right-hand side of the map, we are looking at DogZ, a Link Ana, Master Chips Yrel, Sem to play Ethereal, Trojan Kael'thas, and HDJ Hard, or Hard as we'll probably call them, on the gray main. Over on the left-hand side, we're looking at Three-Legged Cat. High Wraith will play a ETC. I believe it's Alita. On Artanis, Crankle, Arthas, Dark to play Cassie, and Captain Rex will be healing with our Rhaegar. As you've had some time to look at the level 1s and such, let's go ahead and get our prediction going here. Which team's going to win? Map number 1, Battlefield of Eternity. Get your predictions in. You got 2 minutes. Bloodlust? I could see a Bloodlust composition coming out from this. Especially with Ana's Biotic Grenade denying 100% healing for like, what is it? It's like a second or two. And it's actually for 1.75 seconds. That's what it is. I was like, I know it's not 4. That's the buff. The buff lasts pretty long. Debuff to enemies is not as long. So I could see a Bloodlust composition coming into this because Ana could very much shut down Ancestral Healing value with a Biotic Grenade held. Why is it hard to play Greymane? Well, he's very clever. But he is a difficult hero to play. I mean, you have to master the balance of range and melee. When to dive in, when to sit there and auto-attack. You sit there and auto-attack too much, you're just a fuzzy Rainer. Or you use your human form, I guess. If you dive in too much, you're just gapping yourself from your team. Good morning, Ton. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for swinging through the stream. Apologize if I missed anyone at the start of the stream. Good to see all of you. Swap in from Artanis. Hard is split from the team, uses the Razor Swipes to back towards his allies. Will be able to dash out or disengage out. Master Chips with the Avenging Wrath charged up is going to jump over the wall. The camp will not be stolen away by the side of DogZ as the Three-Legged Cat come in, take down the Yrel. They will pick off Greymane. I do believe Dark wants to get it, but oh, the snipes from Link with the healing darts were just enough. And this Greymane, this Arthas will not fall. Only a singular kill achieved early on here in the bottom lane. Arthas has picked up 5 stacks already on Frost Presence level 1. So he has the Howling Blast cooldown reduction by 2 seconds. At 10, you get a range increase, and when you complete the quest, of course you get those other questing rewards, but the big thing is you root along the path. Gravity Lapse from Kael'thas coming out. Link will throw out a Biotic Grenade as well into Crankle, trying to deny that healing a little bit. As it seems like a fairly good start to the side of Three-Legged Cat. They get the fort front gate down. They get themselves a kill as well in bottom lane. And we're going to be going into our first objective phase. Both teams will grab their fallen shamans for their respective bottom and top. All right. Unless you're memed, you are memed. Because the Greymane player is hard.
That's the joke.
UTC power slide through, followed up by a gravity lapse of Kael'thas. Here's the Fed from Cassia. The charge strikes will come through as well, and Tyrael to fall. Artanis with another blade dash through the enemy. As the Fallen Shaman in bottom lane is looking a little low, so is Rhaegar's health pool. Master Chips is the one, though, that will be picked up. Meanwhile, in top lane, the Fallen Shaman getting some decent damage. Reptile, thank you for the follow. Appreciate the support. Glad you're enjoying the content. Fallen Shaman, unfortunately, in top lane, doesn't have the best RNG. And the tower shots will take that down before it really gets much value. And the first half, the Immortal Phase is looking pretty good to the side of Three-Legged Cat. You are debated. I mean, I did go into like a 1-minute spiel about like Greymane's kit and stuff like that, so I really kind of played it up. Yrel with the Righteous Hammer delays out any further chase onto this Arthas, or excuse me, delays any further chase onto the rest of their allied team. I don't know why I looked at Tyrael and saw Arthas' model. Weird. It's too early, chat. It's too early. But speaking of Arthas, he's able to back away from this Greymane. Alita doing the same on the Artanis. ETC Crowd Surfer powers through Master Chips as well as the wall. Mounts up and makes it to top lane. The second half of the Immortal Phase being defended well by DogZ. Master Chips Avenging Wrath looking for the flank onto somebody here. Righteous Hammer into the Immortal stun is pretty good. Biter Grenade down onto the Artanis and he will fall. By the way, it's a reactive parry Artanis at level 1. Trojans currently targeted by this ETC. Howling Blast landing onto 3. Cassia tries to come for the Fend, but the Sleep Dart nullifies that damage. And the first Immortal Phase goes over to the side of Three-Legged Cat. Kael'thas throws some Flame Strikes back. Cassia's the target. Sem comes in with the Druid's Might. This Tyrael wants the kill, but Arthas slow on that auto attack speed, as well as Rhaegar's chain healing is just enough to keep these allies alive.
To me, mortals, I march for Hell's gates. I will bring down the gates.
I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving, or I hope you had a good Thursday. I had a pretty good time seeing some friends and family. You know the gif of Matt Damon aging super quickly? In the United States, if you're under the age of 21, you have a vertical license rather than horizontal. And someone showed us that they had the vertical license, and I just instantly aged. I had forgotten that was a thing. Immortal working on the fort will be cleared out. The fort will not fall. Link is trying to keep the healing coming through with that strike mode. Tyrael chases down Cassia. Diablo will be traded. Diablo character is going down, but the Artanis will fall. So it's a 2-for-1 favoring the side of DogZ. It's 4-3 in kills. We're nearing the 10 talent tier. I do want to point out Arthas level 1 is completed. Kael'thas Regeneration Globes. He's going to pick up his 12th right here. He's going to Hearth back for full mana. You know, he'd totally be just as mana-starved if he went Convection. Just saying. Just saying. You just see just hanging out in bottom lane. He did go for Guitar Solo 1, Hammer on 7, I believe, are the talents. Green at 1 and 7. And the sustainability on that's pretty good, especially in a solo lane situation when you're just autoing into the wave or smacking the enemy hero here and there. Link checking the bush with some of these healing darts. Advancing towards this top lane fort. ETC and Rhaegar finish up the camp in the bottom lane. And ETC is just, yeah, he's just fine. He's just fine chilling in bottom lane, slowing down Yrel. Not sure if she was aiming to run to top lane and help out here. Good gravity lapse into Dark. Greymane goes in with the Dark Flight. They find 1 kill. Captain Rex is low. Artanis with the Suppression Pulse as the 10 talent tiers are coming through. And that does push back DogZ in this moment. It is an Ancestral Healing Rhaegar. We're not going to be seeing Bloodlust. I like, memes aside, I honestly thought it was going to be a Bloodlust game because of the Onabiotic Grenade shutdown potential. But speaking of shutting things down, we have a Sindragosa Arthas. I believe that locks down towers for, is it 20 or 24 seconds? 20 seconds. There's Sindragosa coming through. It also has a slow on enemy heroes for, I believe, 4 seconds. Sanctification activated by the Tyrael. The chase onto this Arthas. No Biter Grenade to deny that healing. Artanis goes down to Yrel. Master Chips Divine Steeds up and chases in. Looking for the Avenging Wrath. ETC is able to use that Crowd Surfer over the wall, get the well tap, and is able to back away just safely. Gravity Lapse up from Kael'thas, just poking at the enemy. Does have Energy Royal at level 7 or level 4. DC getting low. Another suppression pulse down from Artanis. Vidarkanae's coming out, doesn't get the healing denial they're looking for. Sem is getting low on this Tyrael, has to back away. Howling Blast will connect. ETC drops the Mosh. Immediately hit with a Gravity Lapse. Can Hard get away? No. Greymane will fall. The Living Bomb is spreading from player to player. ETC does go down. Barbecue for lunch today in our 4th qualifier. Okay. Nothing really out of the ordinary when it comes to our heroics. Phoenix, Kael'thas, Nano Boost Ana, go for the throat Greymane. I guess maybe that's a little weird since they do have the triple frontline. Crucible's a good way to chunk, but at the same time, with triple frontline, it's one of those situations like, yeah, you can chunk them for 30% of their current HP, but, alright, that character's chunked, they cycle out, and now Arthas becomes the tank, and ETC just backs off, gets some heals from Rhaegar, and cycles back in. So with so much frontline, I do actually really like to go for the throat to just solidify a potential kill, as there have been really low moments on the three-legged cat side, health bar-wise. But speaking of health bars, our Immortals are fairly close together in their HP, about 8 to 9k between the two of them, or on each of them. Healing shots coming out from Ana, ETC harassing in the backline. Torjin looking for a good... Oh wait, hold on. Nano Boost on the Kael'thas. Ancestor healing, connecting into Arthas. The Phoenix down from Kael'thas as well. Sanctification activated by the Tyrael, keeping these red health bars safe for a moment. That will expire. Greymane tries to jump in, looking for some damage. ETC pressuring Master Chips on this Yrel. And as the fight has moved into bottom lane, another suppression pulse will be activated from Artanis. Master Chips still fighting into ETC. Yrel gets the well tap. ETC comes in with a power slide. Mosh pits up in 8 seconds. Still have Ardent Defender and go for the throat for Yrel and Greymane. Artanis is moving northward. He's going for the Immortal. Only a few thousand left to go on this blue Immortal on the low side, but the fight does still continue. Gravity Lapse into the ETC. Tyrael gets a far out Druin Smite out. Go for the throat Greymane. They try and take down Captain Rex. They can't do it. A mosh pit from ETC slows things down. I can't believe it. ETC and Rhaegar will live with a few hundred HP. ETC power slides in once again. Tyrael's going to be the target. Can Tyrael take down ETC? Maybe trade, maybe trade. No, the ETC health bar's too good, and he gets the double back. So Tyrael gets no heal, or excuse me, no death timer reduction. No 10% from that ETC. And it will be the Artanis who finishes up the Immortal. Yrel wasn't able to get that last few thousand HP, and three-legged cat move with an Immortal down to bottom lane. Artanis has gone into top. Hard is getting low, uses the Razor Swipe to try and get out of the fend. Healing darts are good from Ana, but yeah, I think there was the conversation in comms like, just leave me, Link, I'm dead. Yrel has made it to top lane. She will save the top lane fort, get out of town with 52 HP. Granted, a suppression pulse will deal enough damage to take that down, so... yeah. Honestly, you could just waste the suppression pulse top lane. There it is. Sindragosa locking down the tower for 20 seconds. That means the fight could be pretty good underneath the keep for the side of three-legged cat, and they're absolutely going to be starting to pressure this Greymane. Ball Lightning comes out from Cassia. Hard and Torjin. Just playing a little bit of volleyball, but that will be over. Sanctification activated by the Tyrael. The Immortals on core. If they could get a couple kills on the side of three-legged cat, I mean, ETC is just hammering on the core. He wants to end right now. Kael'thas just now finishing regeneration or mana addict at level 1. ETC mosh pit off a cooldown. Link is really low. ETC is going to go down. The core is falling rapidly. A self-cast Ancestral. And that is going to be a dominant game number 1 from the side of three-legged cat. Kill-wise, it does not look that way, but it was definitely a dominant game from three-legged cat. In the driver's seat of this map number 1. In the upper bracket for qualifier number 4 of Meta Madness. like, kill-wise, it's super close, but when you looked at the map at the end of the game, it was very, very three-legged cat. You saw an opportunity. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Meta Madness Qualifier number 4, and my name is Bahamut. We're in map number 2 of our first best of 3 of the day. I believe there are... How many best of 3s are we casting today? I think there's this round out at the same time, then 2, 3, 4... 4 best of 3s sounds correct. Yes, because usually we make round 2 hold, so that way we can do both of round 2. Is this bracket smaller than the previous weeks? Am I crazy in this? Three-legged cat, by the way, they're up in this best of 3 as we're getting into Tomb of Spider Queen map number 2. Sorry, give me 1 second. I am looking at the previous qualifier bracket because, like, is this the same? Or did we have less teams? Okay, so normally there's one extra, that's what it is. Normally there's an extra round in the upper bracket because we had 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 teams. Is that right? 4, 8, yeah, 9. And this week we only have 8. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, I was like, the bracket does look slightly different. Okay, that's why. Either way, ads are done. We're back into the draft. Welcome in. Braxis and Cursed Hollow banned up by Three-Legged Cat, Sky Temple, and Towers of Doom banned away by DogZ. DogZ took map number 1, Battlefield of Eternity. They lost that. They opted in for first pick priority for map number 2, so this will be the map choice of Three-Legged Cat. DogZ will have first pick priority. We'll see if they can rally for a map number 3 here, but either way, this is going to be a Chromie white main ban at the start. Do we see a Dahaka ban? Dahaka on a map like this, a lot of people might be like, well, it's Tomb, you don't need the global. And it's like, sure, you don't need it, but it's nice to have it. And also, Dahaka on Tomb of Spider Queen is clear, is so very good. This is also a map where we see a lot of Zool as well, especially with the Meta Madness bans. If you are curious what the bans are for Meta Madness Qualifier number 4, they have added a few more heroes. There are now 15 heroes banned away out of the 90 available, and we've already been through 1 map, so that means there's 25 heroes banned away at the start of this draft, plus another 4 on top of that, so 29 heroes are technically unavailable. Well, you know, I say technically because the bans at the top don't add to the list, but you know what I mean. The pool for this draft is minus 29 heroes and Heroes of Storm, and Murden will be picked up. Not a bad main tank for Tomb of Spider Queen. Gives you wave clear, gives you mobility, gives you a good heroic. You could see Haymaker. There are situations where Haymaker is fantastic. It's usually when teams go for something like a Medivh or some sort of dive composition, and they want to just kind of portal or be on top of you all of a sudden. The Haymaker's a really good way to just displace and push back the enemy. Speaking of displacement and pushing things back, a Stukov Jaina will be the way that Three-Legged Cat kick off their draft. I do not hate this whatsoever. It gives you great wave clear. Jaina can pick up her 10 regeneration globes pretty quickly. We have seen a lot of lingering chill, which does increase the duration of the chill status effect by 2 seconds. I think it takes it from 4 to 6, I'm pretty sure. There's the Dahaka that I'm really, really happy about. I'm sure somebody's pumped that Lili's made her way into this game. I do find it kind of funny, because if we actually look at the healer list, like Alex Straza, Ariel, Deckard, Karazim, Lieutenant Morales, Malfurion, Tyrande, Uther, well, White Man and Uther were already banned away, but like there's still so many good heroes. So there's something going on with this Lili. I have a feeling that it's Battle Lili, and this is not the actual healer for the side of DogZ. Do you know what I'd actually... Yeah, I was about to say, I'd like to see a mage hyper carry. Go into a second healer. Like, you could maybe go into Alex Straza if you want globes, and you find some way of... you could actually get globes on Kill with Zod if you want to do that. You could go into Ariel as the battery, or not the battery, but as you know, your mage can be the battery for Ariel. I mean, you could even go into Lieutenant Morales at this point, but I think the Lili here is going to be more of utility and damage rather than a healer. We're gonna find out as we get into the latter half of this draft. Gul'dan was banned away. I really do like the Gul'dan ban. If double support is the option, Gul'dan's a fantastic target for double support. Medivh and Zool. I don't know why I was going to say it so weird. Zool will be picked up with Medivh as well. I do like the Zool. Could be Zool main tank. That is something we have seen in the past. Or it could just be going up against the Dahaka, constantly pressuring, constantly forcing out burrows with the Bone Prison. But as I said, I'd like to see some sort of hypercarry mage with another healer. That's what I'd like to see. We're going to find out. There's Tassadar. And Zagara. Interesting. Okay. So it is main healer Lily. I wasn't expecting that. With such a dense healer pool still available. Dense? Deep, I guess. Well, with a decent healer pool available, I'm just surprised that it's not double support. But either way, that'll be the DogZ draft. We get this last pick. Is it main tank Zool, solo lane Zool? What's the game plan? It is definitely hyper carry Jaina. I don't think they're gonna go for another assassin here. And they could, but then they'd... Shit. Alright. Excuse me, shoot. Trying to swear less. Not that it's a bad thing, but, you know, it never hurts to be a little, you know. Doesn't hurt to swear a little less. Dang. Alright. Oh, I got a Nazebo up against, the Haka solo lane, probably. Zagara probably double soaking with Tassadar, spreading creep and stuff. Yeah. Alright. Let's get into it. Oh, tea. So good. It's definitely a 3-cup tea day. Definitely a 3-cup tea day. This went places I didn't expect. Me neither. Me neither. This went butts I didn't expect. Oh, Buttspot. Hey, Vita. Sorry if I missed you earlier. My apologies. On the left-hand side, up a game in this best-of-3 series, looking to move on through the upper bracket and drop DogZ down to the lower bracket for tomorrow's games. We've got Three-Legged Cat. Dark with Zool, Captain Rex Stukov, Alita Medivh, High Wraith on Nazebo. Haloran, there's your warning. Or I guess this is your warning. It's a little late, but sorry, Haloran. Crankle will play a Jaina. Over on the right-hand side, looking to move us into a map number 3 in this best-of-3, we got DogZ. Hard to play Zagara, a Link Lily, Torjin on our Tassadar, Master Chips to Haka, and Sem will play the Muradin. Let's go ahead and pull ourselves out of the game for a moment here. See what the issue is. Oh, that is the wrong button. That was the draft button. My bad. Looks like we got some lag from one of the players, so we'll let that level out. That's the word. We'll let that level out. We'll introduce the teams really quickly, and then we will get our prediction going. But let's see. Do you want reset? Okay. I'm trying to figure out if they want to... They're asking if they want to reset because then they're like, we can switch one of our picks around. Looks like they're fine. The readies are being requested. The OKs are out. Let's get into it. Alright, as I had mentioned, Zool, Medivh, Stukov, Nazebo, Jaina to the side of Three-Legged Cat, Muradin, Haka, Zagara, Tassadar, and Lily for the member. I'm in the wrong lane. For the members of DogZ. Let's get into it. As I said, we got a Twitch prediction going. Is this going to be a 2-0 series from Three-Legged Cat as Nazebo has zombie walled himself? Oh no, he's slowing down the minion wave. Brilliant. Uh-oh. Nazebo only got 4 stacks out of that entire wave. That every wave has 7. Jaina not allowing Nazebo to get the spread of his poison quick enough. Nazebo does go down into bottom lane. He's going to go into Corpse Spiders level 1. Widowmakers. And make sure he spreads that creep around. So solo lane Nazebo for the time being. Not the most common on Tomb of the Spider Queen, as this is often a place where we see that double soak to get faster stackage. We'll check on that as the game does continue. Zagara with some decent damage. The bile drop! Oh, Stukov is the weaker Zerg. Muradin will be traded in this mid lane mashup, and Medivh will pick up his 8th stack. Oh, we got some big believers on Three-Legged Cats. Some good odds on the DogZ to win, though, or for the dog believers. Crankle makes rotation hard, is maybe going to get picked off here. Dark has got the root. Here comes Medivh, and that Zagara is bug juice in the top lane. Back and bottom, Nazebo just poking onto Haka here and there, spreading that creep onto the wave. Doesn't get the Corpse Spider summon there. I think the anticipation was that Dahaka was going to continue to step in. Not the case of that moment, as Master Chips is getting some really good damage on a Nazebo. Unfortunately, no kill will be achieved. We're back into mid lane. I feel like as a player named Captain Rex, they automatically win. I've casted Captain Rex. I feel like that's a name I've seen for so long. Like, there's so many names in Heroes of Storm that, on the community side of things, that like I've casted that player before. Oh, nice drag into Stormbolt Tower shots. You know what we do on the stream chat. That will be Medivh stacks. Medivh stacks are down the drain. We have a pause. Someone said invasion. So like aliens are settling down in Europe? That's inconvenient. They could have waited till after the tournament was over. Lag F. The readies are being requested again. So camp on the right will be grabbed. The readies are out. I have delay on stream. Yes, I do. Okay. I had a whirlwind of a setup from yesterday to today. I got home from driving back up the mountain at like 11-ish. Looks like we'll have a DC, so we'll probably have a pause in a second here. Uh-oh. Okay. So, Jaina's Hearth back. Looks like that was just a small little DC, no big deal. Is Baha casting from his backyard? Yeah. I'm a mountain man. I have my PC and everything set. There's a bear walking right next to me. Granko getting chased down by Sem right now. Dark is the new target. Bailing Barrage comes out from HDJ hard. Master Chips with the Dark Swarm, and Zul will fall. Three-legged cat lands the dragon to Stukov. The Blizzard's down on the ground, pushing back the enemies. They're zoning them back. Sem is really low on this Muradin. You gotta get out of here, Muradin! No way!
Double kill.
I thought they had the Muradin kill there. Also, I find it to be BS that Medivh can pick up gems in bird form. I find that absolutely BS. Wait, can he not? Oh, I guess he can't. Unless he somehow flew around all of those. But I swore he picked up the 6 that was dropped by an ally. Alright, more stackage from Medivh as the fight continues in top lane. 10 talent tier. A little bit away for both sides, but here come the Red Web Weavers to the members of DogZ. How much can they push in with this? As we take a quick look and see who's holding what still. 10, 21. Oh, it's actually 22, 30, 35-ish, I think, is in the pockets of our blue squad here for Three-Legged Cat. So they don't have an immediate turn-in after this Web Weaver phase, but there still is rotation, some waves to be cleared out. Maybe they just get close enough to this during all the wave clear and such. Okay, I don't think Medivh actually can pick up gems in bird form. I think I might have just misseen things there. Unless it's coded weird and he can only pick up if he can pick up gems dropped by allies in bird form. We'll keep an eye on that as the game does continue, or I'll just have to watch back the VOD later on. Shockgraze out from Tassadar. By the way, 80 out of 200 stacks on that one. Goes up by 5 per enemy hero hit. Portal in. Link is the target of a Bone Prison and a Lurking Arm. The damage is good with a low blow. Lili will fall, but a trade will be happening. Healer for healer as Stukov does fall. The Stormbolt connecting into Alita, but Muradin can't get away. The Bone Prison locking him in place. The zombie wall blocks his path of retreat. And yes, that is going to be a dead Muradin as well. 43 out of 50 gems in the pockets of Three-Legged Cat as they move into top lane for a little bit more of that stacking and also wave clear. Experience is pretty equal between both. We'll have Nazebo finish out the level 1, and also he's going to go down. But this Medivh picks up every gem dropped. So some stackage really quickly. Jailers is completed for our Zul. We'll have that Widowmaker level 1 done by Nazebo. 63 baseline stacks on him. About 4k out of the 12k for the Jaina advanced ice block. 20 stacks out of 40 for Medivh. Zagara 1 stack out of 12 for Bile Drop as she continues to push in top lane. As I mentioned before, Tassadar is working on the Shock Ray, or the Static Charge level 1. He's at 100 out of 200, so he's halfway through. And last but not least, Dahaka does have Enhanced Agility level 1. He's nearing the 5 stack mark, which means when he taps the bush, he'll have Mount Speed for 5 seconds, which will be a good way for him to meander his way back, or up into team fights quickly. 10 Talontiers here. Don't know if we cycle through the numbers, honestly, so we're just going to push that button, let the cycle happen. Jugs, Black Hole, Devouring Maw, Isolation, and Avatar. On the opposing side, Water Elemental, Ravenous Spirit, or the Big Slappy Ghost, Massive Shove, Leyline Seal, and Poison Nova. Jaina looking for the turn in here. Should get the last little bit in with the help of Medivh as well. And here come the blue Web Weavers for the side of Three-Legged Cat. Nicely done. The Devouring Maul will catch Zool before the Poison Nova goes off, and Medivh is inside of this. He has 20-some stacks. The targeting onto Medivh. His health bar is getting shredded, and Tassadar has the Tickle Beam. Oh, an invade onto the camp that has gone so south. Link is going to get hit with a whole handful of damage over time. A drag from Dahaka. Master Chips is able to zoom on out of this one, and Jaina, caught between a Zagara and a Muradin, will fall. It's a 3-for-1. You cannot be upset about that, especially with the Web Weaver phase just now descending, getting into lanes. Teammates will be able to clear this out. You will lose some structure here and there, but that was a massive moment for the side of Dogs. A drag is attempted onto the Nazebo. He's going to do his best to kind of back out of this one. There's a lurking arm from Stukov, but the auto attacks will continue from Muradin. Nazebo drops some gems, and Dahaka goes for a ride from Stukov. As a reminder, Medivh did lose stackage there. He's down to 0 stacks on his baseline. Medivh haters in chat, you gotta be happy about this. 6-11 in kills, 13 talent tier advantage. It's about a level and some change lead to the members of Dogs. Hey, what's up, Crush? There was an Artanis game already. There was already an Artanis game on stream, Crush. Good to see you, my dude. Hopefully you had a good week. Let's see what we got going on here. Muradin finishes up the turn-in for the members of Dogs. Just watching Muradin at the top of our screen inside the Bone Prison. Blizzard, Lurking Arm, Avatar is forced out by Muradin. There's a portal available to the enemies to try and chase him down further. Sem, Dwarf Toss, the Jugs of 1,000 Nope say you don't get a kill on our Muradin. We've got a Black Hole out from Tassadar zoning out the enemy as the top lane Web Weaver descends just about onto the fort here. Dahaka clears out mid lane really quickly. And bottom lane is backed by a few members of Dogs. It's learning Medivh. Nah, it's not about learning Medivh. It's about not being the one who's losing the stacks on Medivh. That's the thing that I think. That's what I stress about. It's like, oh, don't want to lose my stackage. But I got to play Giga safe, and then my teammates might die. Top fort does go down to the Web Weaver, bottom lane down to 50%. Muradin able to Dwarf Toss out. There's a Force Wall from Tassadar. Zool actually takes so much damage attempting to get a Bone Prison onto Sem. Nazebo continues to get some spiders out of Well Tap. That's going to be a shock. Oh, the Ravenous Spirit! Muradin has to Dwarf Toss away, almost going down. Healing Static was picked up at level 13 from him. He does have that level 4 synergy. Crankle low. Dark is going to be able to get... No, wait, hold on. The drag will not connect. Okay. You have the level 4 Thunderburn with Healing Static. Oh, Feeding Frenzy, level 7. Meanwhile, in top lane, that Web Weaver found so much value. Holy crap. Top lane keep almost going down. Mid lane is a decent wave onto the fort right now, but the bottom lane fight does continue. Medivh gets dragged. Self-casts the Force of Will. A Poison Over from Zool, but the target is Medivh again! Oh, the stackage. Oh, the stackage. Crankle getting low as well. Zagara doesn't get enough damage out. She does have that Envenom Spines level 4. And Crankle's going to be forced to actually cancel the Hearth in a safer spot, so it's going to be a longer time before they can get that. 43 out of 60 gems in favor of DogZ. Looks like Sagara and Tassadar finished out of bottom lane camp. Wow. Zerg and Protoss working together for once. Muradin deep over here. Throws a Stormbolt. Is able to get out. Bad Benny deep flank right there. Tassadar's almost done with his static charge level 1. I'm just going to be building up that damage. Master Chips cancels the turn-in. Deve's still floating above, just getting vision. Double the kills on the side of DogZ. 12 to 6 between these two teams, as Jaina will grab a camp with the help of Stukov. And Muradin's just floating around, checking whatever he wants to check. He's got that dwarf launch level 16. What's up, Ninja? Good morning, bud. Happy Saturday to you. Pick me up for Lili. Yes, there is a Lili in this game. Tunneling Claws for Dahaka. No elongated tongue. That Tunneling Claws closes the distance onto Zul, who's going to be dropped to 50%. Medivh floating above. Throws out a couple porters, but Alita's not going to completely set it up. Ninja with the last. Nicely done. As a reminder, we do have the Christmas card up and available if you'd like to redeem it. As we get closer and closer to Christmas, we will be opening up the opportunity for people to redeem the card for others. But for now, we'll just gonna let people redeem the card for themselves. That way, people who've got the channel points can use them. Kind of like a little bit of like a priority, kinda, but it's, I bought 50 cards. Last year I bought 50 cards, we did not use 50 cards. So, we'll see. We shall see. Worst part of losing your stacks, but knowing you cause Baha to flush the toilet. Poison Nova from Zul gets a nice, good damage burst into our Muradin. The big old Slappy Ghost will not be denied a kill, as the Leyline Seal locks in on 1. Tassadar able to back away. The Jugs will expire from Lili. And the Blue Web Weaver in mid confirms the fort. Bottom lane's got a huge wave, but I do think this will be cleared out. Between Zul and Jaina, should be an easy clear. Speaking of Nazebo, we're about 14 minutes in. 159 stacks for Nazebo. And he's got about 2.5 levels to go for that 20 talent tier. Oh, excuse me. Weird heartburn today. I mean, not really. It kind of makes sense. I ate and drank so much between Wednesday and Thursday.
Shatter their constructs. Deliver the gems to my altar.
And last night I was like super, well, I wouldn't say super healthy. I ate more of that beef I made from the Crunchwraps. Definitely the seasoning is way too salty. The seasoning that I use for that, it's so goddamn salty. I don't know, like maybe I misread some of the instructions, but god dang, it's so salty. Like, Taco Bell is salty, but it's not that bad. I really want to try that. Apparently there's Taco Bell, like, flavor packet things, like, kind of like the old El Paso things. I want to try those. I want to see how that is. I want to see how close that is to actual Taco Bell seasoning. Happy Saturday indeed. Appreciate all you hanging out. I bet there are people out there who are like, Baha didn't stream on Thursday and Friday. He must be giving up on streaming. Medivh goes for a deep portal to try and take down Sagara. Muradin is able to dwarf launch away. The Bone Prison was activated onto him, but beyond some jailers, he's really not that threatened. Top lane fort will go down. Dahaka managing bottom lane currently. What are we looking at gem count-wise? Back-to-back turn availability could be there for a three-legged cat. Another dwarf launch forced out by Muradin. Dahaka comes in, goes for the drag onto Alita. Does not land it. So he makes his way back into bottom lane to try and save the fort, but wants to play things safe down here. Still 12 to 8 in kills, favoring the side of DogZ. They've got half a level to 20. Wait, hold on. The drag into our Stukov will connect. Crankle getting low on this Jaina. Activates the improved ice block. Isolation activated onto Captain Rex, who goes for the massive shove. Meanwhile, Master Chips. Oh, they go for the burrow with the Lurker Strain value. And then they look for a drag right after. Muradin able to dwarf toss away. Link on this Lili needs them fast feet. This This Ravenous Spirit almost gets a kill. Dahaka's getting so much value with his Dark Swarm, gets the double for his team. Will be inside a zombie wall, but Zagara's managed to catch the Stukov. Stormbolt onto our Medivh. Rewind activated by Murden, and he wants to take down Medivh. He wants to reset those stacks again, but Medivh was getting some decent damage. As the Stormbolt doesn't connect in time to Medivh as he becomes a bird. Boss call? Probably. Contagion 20, Tyrant Maw, we've got a Kugelblitz, and Jug of a Million Cups. On the opposing side, half a level for our 20s. Dahaka, Master Chips. Oh, if he goes in for this, he would invade in time, but he's just looking for the wave. Okay. I was about to say, he could have invaded and gotten that, but he just focused onto the wave. No big deal. Boss goes over to the side of DogZ. And Dahaka will clear out this camp before it gets much value in lane. But meanwhile, Nazebo's continuing to throw spiders and Stutch out. He's at 200 plus stacks, so he'll pick up Vile Infection 20, immediately finish it out. We've got top off, Stukov, Medivh cheats for Medivh, big surprise. Decrepify, no, what is the level 20? It's the Mortal Wound, right, it's the healing reduction. Wintermute for Jaina is a big one as well. Tassadar will use his level 13 Oracle. Leyline Seal onto 4. Lurking Arm underneath all of this. Master Chips is able to get away, pop some Essence. Yeah, that was some Essence activated there. Alright, well, the top lane keep is down. Boss is smacking onto core, gets scratching onto the shield, and that's the end of Siege from Boss in top lane. Meanwhile, our Zagara grabs Siege Giants for bottom. Tassadar to grab a Bruiser Camp in mid. 51 out of 65 were in the pockets for a moment there. Who's actually got the rest of the turn in? Let's see. It's actually split between Zagara, Tassadar, Lili, and one on Muradin. Hey, what's up, Skullfy? Good to see you, bud. But as I mentioned, not enough for the turn-in. Still need a few more waves. Tassadar needs one more Q onto the enemy. As his Shock Ray is one stack off from finishing out. I believe the scaling on this is like active scaling, so as you get the stacks, you're scaling up. It's not like you have to wait till you get the 200 stacks and then you get the extra damage. Tunneling Claws deny a Bone Prison from Zul. Zebo continues to just stack up. Well, let's take a look at his stackage right now and see what it's actually doing for him. 6,246 HP, so he's getting 2,820 bonus from Voodoo Ritual. And his bonus mana is 470. He has a total mana of 1,170. And for those of you who don't know, after reaching 175 stacks of Voodoo Ritual, it can also be applied to heroes, and its damage is increased from 152 to 380 over 6 seconds. I believe that scales per level as well. Portal set up. Dahaka burrows. There's a Leyline Seal from Medivh catching 3. Muradin comes in for the flank to try and buy some time. Devouring Maw from our Zagara connecting onto Stukov. Tassadar's done with his level 1. Black Hole with the Kugelblitz. Those are going to be dropping those Psy Storms as they connect onto enemies. Water Elemental with the Wintermute will be cleared out quite quickly. Another portal from Medivh. The big old Slappy Ghost will find a kill into Muradin. Tassadar falling as well. You don't need the Annihilating Spirit. Seems like there'll be annihilation from just the damage of our three-legged cat crew. Can you believe, chat, can you believe that three-legged cat is winning with 3 specialists? Darken Low will go down. The damage over time is good. Crankle low as well. No massive shove connection, but the Stukov will be able to heal up. Oh, 2017 Blizzard players are like, bro, how are you winning with 3 specialists? That's just, you can't do that. It's just, sorry, it's just wild to think about it that way, though. 11 out of the 12 stacks for our Zagara on level 7 Bio Drop. Enough of a turn in, but here's the thing, Medivh has Vision and Deny. They have no real main tank. Yes, they do. They have Zul. Zul main tank. Except he didn't go backlash at 1, which is the most common, but I guess, meh. Went into shade instead. Hold on. Jumping into our Nazebo. The drag does connect. The Stormbolt to follow up. Protection denies some of that damage. Isolation will go out and spread to 2, but the portal will be just in time. Now, Jane is caught in the wrong position during all of this. Little miscommunication in the way that that was going to be played from Three-Legged Cat. And here come the red Webweavers for dogs. We could be moving into a map number 3 off this Webweaver phase. Checking Bush with a Dwarf launch in. Zebo with some healing over time. I believe that's a well tap. And also healings from... Oh my god, the Stormbolt over the wall! But Nazebo will be able to get a portal from Medivh just in time. Bile drop level 7 finished out. Let's see. Raven... The only... So it's... Wow, actually everything's already been used on the right-hand side. Devouring Maw from Zagara. Drag from Master Chips. Looking for Dark. Can't find that Zool. Leyline Seal from Medivh. It's going to slow down this siege, but it's still very prevalent in the mid lane. Shock Ray. Oh, good deny of damage with the Force of Will. Muradin goes to dive underneath the keep and says, I can't stick around that long. Poison Nova from Zool. Did not go into the 20 talent tier upgrade on that one, but still. Zagar and friends, they push things up. Top lane, Webweaver's on core. Mid lane is already cleared out. This mid wave is... Oh god, the catapult's focusing onto the side wall. Mid keep is down, and now they're looking for core on the side of dogs. Hold on, Nazebo. Fighting into Muradin. Rewind is going to be activated. Wintermute is going to come out from Jaina, chasing down the Muradin. And Medivh will get a pick. Not sure about that split decision from dogs right there. Black Hole is available from Tassadar if really needed. Throw that back and try and slow down the enemy team. But I think this is just going to be a clean disengage. Boss is up and available. Webweaver plus Boss is an option. And our Nazebo is the last little bit of a turn in, but it doesn't seem like they're going to go for it. They're going to go for a mid lane Bruiser Camp. Mid lane Bruiser Camp with Webweavers as Muradin's up in 32 seconds. Oh, that was a really low Zool for a moment there. I thought he was going to fall to the camp. That would have been really unfortunate. Top and bottom will descend and defend. Mid lane is going to be pushing up and looking for maybe mid keep here. Camp right behind the Webweaver summoning. We'll have the little babies brought up as well. Already having some decent poke onto the mid lane keep from the side of Three-Legged Cat. Muradin has respawned. He's back in the mix. Heals coming out from Lili as some Banelings are dropped in. Muradin's going to be inside a zombie wall, forced to Dwarf Toss away. Mid lane keep is annihilated. Zagara and friends are just poking at the wave. They don't want to play this too aggressive, especially with a Leyline Seal, Medivh cheats and such. Jane is the target. Unfortunately, the drag does not connect. She gets the improved ice block. Massive shove denies Muradin's play. Force wall from Tassadar, but there's a portal set up by Medivh, and they're all out of here. Well, bottom lane Webweaver's still a little healthy. 11 to 17 in current kills. Oof. What's our Nazebo stacked at? 196. Devouring Maw goes fishing, can't find anyone. A Stormbolt will say hello to Nazebo, who denies a drag with an ice block. Poison Nova out from Zool in the start of this fight. Medivh does not get stunned by Muradin, who's having to use the Avatar and Dwarf Toss away. Webweaver phase has expired. Neither team has an available turn in. 65 needed on the members of Three-Legged Cat. 70 needed from dogs if they want a Webweaver summon. Only 26 in the pockets of dogs. Nazebo's still kind of throwing some flanking frogs onto the enemy, but speaking of flanks, Dahaka's discovered Nazebo, gets the dismount. Lurker Strain slow, drag, and nice kill into Nazebo. Not sure where that portal was gonna go. Very short distance portal. Either way, it was a dead Nazebo. Alright, is it time for boss plus... No, because they have a Medivh. I don't think you want to try and go for boss. Or do you? I mean, it's late, like Leyline Seal with Medivh cheats. 15. Not sure about the 15 number there. 38 stacks for our Medivh right now. 39. Can he finish it out before he gets taken down again? The portal set up to disengage. Medivh will become a bird. Muradin, Dwarf Toss. All right, hold on. There's a Devouring Maw into our Jaina. She's going to go down. Alright, it's still 10 seconds on Nazebo. Jaina just now getting picked up. Stukov is going to try and get away here. The portal's right next to him, and he's able to get out with 115 HP. Medivh is done with stacks, 26 minutes in. But I think this is the boss call now. Oh, I'm out of tea. God dang it, Bobby. Haka will brush stock in. They're going to look to burn through this as quickly as possible. Medivh has scouted out the enemy. They're going to leash the boss. No, they're actually not going to leash it. They're going to leave Lili on it. Stormbolt, drag. Goodbye, Stukov. That's a fully leashed boss. It's going to go back to 100% HP. Meanwhile, Nazebo is like, I'm just going to go end. Just stop the backs. I've got this, team. We're going to yeehaw this. Medivh is dead. He didn't lose stacks. The core is starting to fall. Devouring Maw catches on to our Zool. A very low Nazebo tries to back off. Activates the Ravenous Spirit. Gets damage. I mean, it's getting damage onto the core rapidly as well. Murden with the Stormbolt, I expect. Ice Block delays things out a little bit. And Nazebo tries to end. A lone Jaina to defend. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to a map number 3. The DogZ Believers, unless Jaina has the most monumental moment in Heroes of the Storm.
Team kill!
Well, they've yeed their last haw. It was a good attempt from Nazebo. Unfortunately, even with 300 stacks on the dot, Nazebo could not end it for the allies, and that'll be map number 2 to the side of DogZ. We're heading to a game 3, chat. Ah! Rob, we've got the two. I'm looking at the tournament. I gotta pronounce that double O. The tournament website. So winner bracket round 1 all happens at once, and then winner bracket round 2 is 2.1, 2.2, then winner bracket final, right? Yo. Alright, cool. Thank you. Let's check those. Granted, we are heading into Dragonshire for map number 3, and we did just have like an almost 30-minute tomb game. So, I mean, like, all I know is Medivh finished stacks at like 26 minutes, and I saw 26, and I was like, oh, we're still going. We still have time. But either way, we're into map number 3. First best of 3 of the day. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Meta Madness Qualifier number 4. There still is one more qualifier next weekend. We've got 15 heroes currently banned away in the tournament. We've got 20 heroes unavailable because they were played in previous maps. And we're going to have some bans at the top of the screen. Now, usually I say these bans only pertain to the draft, and we could see these heroes in future future maps in this series, but I can't say that because we have no future maps in this series. We are now in a best of 1. Winner will continue into the winner bracket 2.2, which will cast them later today, and the loser will drop down to the lower bracket, which we could see them tomorrow, but apparently there's some lower bracket action happening today. Either way, let's go ahead and see what we got going on for Dragonshire. And this will be, as I mentioned, map number 3 in the best of 3. How are things going to be going? We're going to start out with an Anubarak. I do have a little spreadsheet for this best of 3. I don't always have this, but main tanks that are still available, main tanks that are categorized as tanks, Garrosh, Morganis, Mei, Stitches, and Varian are still available. Healer-wise, that list is quite small, especially with a white main ban. Uther, Tyrande, Malfurion, Lieutenant Morales, Kerosene, Deckard, Ariel, and Alexstrasza. That is a pretty decent list still. And it looks like we will have an Anubarak, Varian, Falstad, 1-2 pick excuse me, 1-2 pick for dogs, Varian and Falstead. First pick on the left-hand side will be our Nubarak. If we're going to Nubarak at the first pick, I feel like the lean is dive composition. I'd really like to see them go into some sort of like melee assassin with consistent dive. Like I'm looking at the list right now and like Illidan comes to mind. Kerrigan can be an option as well. But it's going to be Li Ming. So I honest to God, I really hope they go for Illidan here. Because the blinds available are... none? Cassia was already played earlier. Artanis was played earlier. Johanna's banned away. I actually really like the idea of like an Illidan for the side of three-legged cat. I actually think that would work out really good. That just sustained dive, that sustained pressure. 2 more banned out for next week already, looking like Ming and Garrosh currently. Oh, interesting. Thank you for the heads up on all this, Rob. I appreciate it a ton. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, if the lower bracket games are happening at the same time and there's no caster, would it be smarter to cast the lower bracket games? No. Well, maybe. I don't know. May is yes. So Stitches, May, Melganis, Garrosh are still up and available. This could be a main tank Varian. Could be main tank Varian. Uther was banned away. Still need a healer as well. Leoric for the solo lane. Decker Kane will be our healer. Okay. Big slows. Nice AoEs on the dive composition. Maybe see some healing denial with Emerald at 7. It's a possibility. Could also see, is it Kanai? Yeah, Kanai's Cube, I think is the name at level 7. For the 30% damage reduction onto enemy heroes hit by Haragic Cube for 3 seconds? If you ever want replays. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. I might do that on Wednesday. Big Scary Duck says hi. Hi, Big Scary Duck. Is Big Scary Duck at your place or something? Are you visiting Big Scary Duck? I thought you were in Michigan or something like that, Ninja. Everyone else is still sleeping. Well, there's Kerrigan. Zeratul coming in as well. I actually like the Chen quite a bit here for the displacement for all the dive. You get the Wandering Keg to push people back. It's a hyper carry Falstead. Maybe Varian goes Colossal Smash. Actually, I would love it if Varian went Colossal Smash, to be honest. I really would like it if he went Colossal Smash. The burst ability with Falstead then is going to be high as well. Yeah, I think Colossal Smash Varian would be the direction for dogs. We'll see how it all works out. You had a Friendsgiving. Nice, nice. Did you go to their place or did they go to yours? They had a THC gravy at our Friendsgiving. They made 2 gravies. They made a 10 milligram THC gravy. So I was joking around when they were throwing it out at the end of the night. I was like, no, what are you doing? We're gonna take shots. Colossal Smash is very fun to play. I agree. I love Colossal Smash, but it probably is taunt. Usually Lion's Maw level 1 means taunt. But let's see what we got here on the right-hand side. DogZ! Hard-playing Varian, 7 to play Falstead. Link on Deckard. Torjin, Leoric, and last but not least, we got the Flying Panda. We got Chen, played by Master Chips. To the west of the map, looking to not get reverse swept in this best of 3. Three-legged cat. High Wraith on Zeratul. Crankle and Nubarak. Captain Rex on our Karazim. Alita side saddling on Kerrigan. And Dark to play the Li Ming. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first little engagement breaking out, and we will start our prediction right here, right now. Which team is going to win? Map number 3, Dragonshire. It's really nice play. Oh, nice! Well, I'm glad you guys had a good time. Hope you had a really, really good time. Not sure what y'all are going to get up to today. I got home from getting back up the mountain from Friendsgiving and stuff, and I went and got my Christmas tree, and I then put on... not the Michael Keaton one, but I put on Jack Frost, the horror movie about the snowman who comes to life. Or I guess it's a murderer who becomes a snowman. Either way, it's a cheesy, dumb horror movie, but it is such a good Christmas horror movie if you ever want one. Definitely if you want some laughs, it's an enjoyable time. Level 1s, we've got Regeneration Master and Nubarak, Shadow Hunter on our Zeratul, Gathering Storm for Falstad. We'll also see our Lion's Maw level 1 for Varian. Precious Ingredients Chen, as the gamble's still going for this map number 3. We'll also have a Field Study Decker Kane, Osin's Renewal on our Leoric. The big thing to note for, though, the Karazim will be his Iron Fist build, which is the most common build for Karazims. And I, honest to God, I think there's a secret that Karazim players know that we all don't, because I don't understand how Karazims with Iron Fist get the amount of healing they do. Like, I honest to God feel when Karazims go Iron Fist, they have higher healing outputs than Karazims who go into Healy Fists. Falstad tries to barrel roll away, but the rotation up into mid lane, that will be another kill. Alright, we got about 3k to 2k, roughly, in our gambles. Nicely done from chat. Thanks for partaking and participating. 6 stacks out of 75 on our Sharpened Blades for Kerrigan. We do see our level 4s being picked up. Neil Peasants on Leoric for faster... Well, he's going to get faster camp clears. He's not going to get faster wave clears. It's mercenaries and monsters. Now, the Dragonite, I believe, is considered a monster. It is a taunt variant, as I mentioned. Flying Kick level 4 for Chen, synergistic with the level 1. Auto attacks on Falstad 4. This is also fairly common as well, since there isn't really... I mean, technically you could go into, like, W if you want just the shielding or extra barrel roll. I feel like level 4 for Falstad, you can go any of the 3 options. It really just depends on what you're going up against and your playstyle for Falstad. At least with this Q build at the start. If you're going auto build, I feel like Hammer Gains is a necessary pickup. Hey, what's up, Stark? Good to see you, bud. Ooh, we got some Karazim secrets in chat. Hold on. Make sure I don't miss anything battleground-wise before I start reading. Oh, a little bit of siege in bottom lane. Poke out from Li Ming, trying to take down that fort front gate, but his fight will maybe break out in the rotation towards mid. Kerrigan looking for the combo, can't land it onto this Varian, but he will take a big ball to the face from Dark. Karazims who go Iron Fist know how to play their Karazims. Karazims who go Transcendence, or I think that's the healing talent. Yeah, Transcendence. Or no, is Transcendence the blue one? Either way, we're talking about Healy Fist. We're on the same page. Give a good Karazim optimal game and his healing would be insane. Ah. Yeah, because I feel like I never see... Let's actually take a look at this. We can break the game for a moment. I feel like Transcendence is the one... Or no, is that it? No. Oh, it is Transcendence. I was confusing Insight. I don't know why. I was flipping Insight and Transcendence. Either way. My apologies. But yeah, I never see Transcendence Healy Fist from our Karazims. And the healing output from Iron Fist is always insane in my opinion. But either way, let's take a look at the fight in bottom lane. Captain Rex getting a little bit low. The assist ping is being thrown on the ground. The hammering comes out from Falstad. Can't get the kill. Lita on our Kerrigan. Will not be picked off. Barrel roll from Sem on this Falstad getting into a better position. Looking to throw out those hammerings. Poke onto the enemy team. And doesn't get any sort of damage. Inside is mana. Yeah. I don't know why, but the blue one sounded like Transcendence, but yeah, Insight makes complete sense. Varian taunts onto Dark here, tanking his tower shot or two, I do believe. Mid lane has a bit of a fight. Master Chips getting caught by Kerrigan's Primal Grasp Impale. The damage over time from the stagger is a bit too much, and Kerrigan will be able to take down the Chen. Okay, so we also will see that Kanai's Cube. 30% for 4 seconds. I said 3 earlier. My apologies. No one in chat corrected me because none of you actually were paying attention. Barrel from Falstad! No kill as Link will continue to get some healing potions out. Deckard's doing okay-ish on mana, getting a little bit low. Dark has the channel on bottom, Zeratul with the channel on top. Speaking of Zeratul, he did finish his Shadow Hunter level 1. Crankle going in for the, going for our Dragonite, and we'll be able to pick it up Wave of Force, Li Ming, as we get into our 10 talent tiers. 7-sided strike, Karazim. Ultralisk for Kerrigan. Might of the Narazim on Zeratul. And a new Brek is holding. I don't see a world where he picks up Locust Swarm. I think every year when I do casting, I see one game of Locust Swarm. Maybe this is it. Listen here, Buster. No, my name is Bahamut. When you press W optimally, you're healing your team for 1.5 at level 1. What? God dang. I mean, I know it's like AoE and blah, 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 but still, that's still a lot of Healy bits. Oh, speaking of healing, Decker King currently at about 26,000 healing, Karazim with about 11k. We're rounding up on these numbers for ease. I say things? No. Nothing important. Oh, nicely done. Karazim goes in with a 7-sided strike. High Wraith will be picked off. I thought the Zeratul and friends were going to get out of this one alive, but the trade will be in play. Varian chasing in, still picking up stacks in his level 1. Cocoon into Chen. No Locust Swarm. Big stay while and listen, interrupted by Li Ming flank. Gus from Falstad pushing people around. Link's so very low, trying to get out of this corridor. I think he did get a scroll of sealing really quickly, which that Field City level 1 is going to give him some extra spell power, which means his potions are healing up quite a bit more. Hard getting a little bit low, but another scroll of sealing. Li Ming gets a reset. She's going to find another reset into the Varian as well, but Chen now coming in with the flying kick. He's actually going, he's gone Storm, Earth, and Fire. Damage over time, damage over time. Storm, Earth, and Fire level 10 for Chen. No Wandering Keg. We do have a Warbringer Falstad. We did not really talk about his level 10. So he will go into Warbringer. Did finish out the Lion's Maw, level 1. 24 stacks, or 26 stacks on that Falstad. Peeking into top lane. Torjin taking a little bit of damage, but not going to be threatened too much by the Zeratul. No one questions my paying attentionness. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Oh, we're getting to the end of November already. God dang. I gotta start organizing December stuff. We have Baja Ross next week, by the way. I don't know which day yet. It's either Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not sure on which day I want to do it. And I, honest to God, when I was making my schedule this month, I can't remember why I was unsure of Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know why. It's not like there was a game coming out. Oh my God, Master Chips. Storm, Earth, and Fire, get out of town. Master Chips, you should have not lived there. Big jump in. The Gus from Falstad flanking. Dark is going to be able to blink away. A new Brek with the burrow charge out. Stay well and listen. Not getting the AoE lockdown Link was hoping for. Hope you're doing well today, Zig. Happy Saturday to you. Varian charging in more. Did go... What did he go at level... He went Shattering Throw level 13. Okay. And Falstad's at the 30 mark with his stackage. Doesn't look like this UI is going to update it. We were seeing it with Illidan last week when we were doing casting for the Unending Hatred level 1. It actually was... It did the jump of extra damage. I was wondering if this would do it as well, but it doesn't. Taunt right onto Karazim. Flying kick in from Chen. As a reminder, it is a Storm, Earth, and Fire, which is still 60-second cooldown. Zeratul is going to check the bush with a Singularity Spike. Alright, well, this is the second Dragon Knight of the game, and I do think our Zeratul gets this uninterrupted.
The fire comes for you.
And this is exactly the case. Zeratul will go to top lane. Some allies moving down into bottom here. A lot of pressure onto Nubrak as he will be able to burrow charge away. Hard is going to charge in once again, has that cooldown reduction. Kerrigan looking for the combo from the high side of the wall, jumping in onto the Varian. There's still a lot of floor juice. Cocoon into this task, or into this, into the Falstad. 7-sided strike used by Karazim. Falstad throws a hammering back, unable to get any sort of counter kill. Alita on the Kerrigan was maybe looking for a flank and decides better of it moving into mid. Jumping over into the top lane. By the way, this is still the Zeratul Dragon Knight, which will find the top lane fort. And that's the first structure of the game to go down. We're 10, almost 11 minutes into map number 3. And the first fort to go down will be in top lane. Yo, Patrick, what's up, bud? I appreciate it. I'll resend your alert when we get out of game. Thank you so much for the continued support. Hope you three are doing well, and hopefully all the work is looking awesome. Did have a solid Thanksgiving with actually, funny enough, with a few old Heroes Hype people. Hostile and Cat Peach used to be on Heroes Hype with me as well, so hung out with them and some others. It was a really good time. Really good time. We watched the dog show. We watched the parade. Dude, we were talking about this during the parade, that there was a advertisement for Good Burger 2. And we were all sitting there like, there's a Good Burger 2 being made? Turns out that movie's already out on Paramount. Oh, my phone's going off. Excuse you. Hey, Gage, thanks for the lurk. I appreciate it. Level 15, level 16's almost here to the side of dogs. Potions being thrown in by Link. Scroll ceiling going in there as well. Roderick Cube is going to be thrown in, but the Falstead will still fall. That's a reset for Li Ming. Can Ice Cube denying 30% damage output from those enemies hit, but it seems like it doesn't matter. Link is getting chased down. Kerrigan wants the kill. Li Ming Wave of Force is going to push people around, and Nubrak's got the distance with his burrow charge in. Master Chips is getting chunked. Zeratul with the OP play. Mid fort goes down. Bottom fort is being rocketed through by these siege giants, and with the minion wave as well as our Nubrak summoning beetles, it's looking like this mid lane keep is going to be falling as well. Today I learned, yeah, because we were talking about it, and I was scrolling through like new movies. Like I was just curious, like what new movies have been out, and that was what popped up. I was like, oh, this must be in theaters. No, it's available on Paramount Plus already. So all I know is I know what I'm doing Sunday after stream. I'm gonna be watching the Good Burger 2 movie. As well as Scooby-Doo 2. Because, god dang, I last week watched Scooby-Doo from 2002, and I had forgotten how insanely underrated that movie is. Also, Matthew Illard as Shaggy is the best on it. I actually found, we were talking about this at Friendsgiving. One of my buddies was telling me that apparently Matthew Illard became, because of those movies, he became the voice of the animated Shaggy now. Which I'm just like, hell yeah, dude, he kills it. I'm a dude, she's a dude, we're all dudes. Yeah. Oh, great gust from Falstad. Saves the Leoric, or the Varian, excuse me, from falling. Li Ming gets a combo, and that Falstad takes a good chunk of damage. Deckard Cain with his, there was actually, so there's a little glow around people's models right there. That was the activation of Ancient Blessings. There's a little golden glow around some of the base models of the red team. Should add that to our movie list. Which one? Scooby-Doo 2002? I'm down to rewatch it again. We can add that to January's. What's up, Nancy? Good to see you, bud. Happy Saturday to you. Hope you're well. Hope your Thanksgiving was cozy. Kerrigan scouts out the enemy, and Impale from Nubrak gets the dismount in the slow, allowing Alita to back away. Yeah, alright, yeah, where's my, oh, my notebook's right in front of me. Well, while the team gets a camp, let me write that down as the idea. Scooby-Doo 2002. Alright, there we go. Oh, great idea. Good call out. Appreciate it. You haven't seen it yet? Oh, yeah, that's even more of an excuse for it. Yeah, in December 15th, we've got Con Air. December 29th, we've got Die Hard, but I might... No, we're doing December 29th. I was thinking about maybe doing the Friday before, closer to Christmas, but I think we'll do it right at the end of the month for Die Hard. Just after Christmas. You can't wait till school starts on Monday? Oh, I can't wait for it for you as well. Get yourself a Baconator and sleep in. Or I guess maybe do that in a different order. Sleep in and then go get a Baconator. Was it Orange Soda Line from Good Burger, or was that from All That? Wasn't Good Burger a skit from All That? No. Good Burger was its own TV show, but yes, orange soda. Kel loves orange soda. I do. Ooh, is Good Burger.
That beast is not my enemy. Not anymore.
A little bit of poking here and there. Torjin is going to be able to Wraith walk away. What's up, Frozen Italiano? Happy Saturday. You have a very chill day playing Roblox. I'm picturing the puppies playing Roblox now, and it's adorable in my head. It's always Christmas Day when you watch Die Hard. Well, true, but I wasn't going to do a Discord movie night on Christmas Day. What I'll probably be watching is Home Alone. Home Alone, Christmas Carol. Uh-oh. Bush party from the members of Three-Legged Cat are going to find Barry in the cocoon onto Chen. The Falstead wind tunnel pushes people away, but it's a little too late, and Varian will be the one to fall. Good Burger started on all that. Oh, it did? Huh. I thought I was having one of those Berenstein Bears moments where you have like a relative memory from your childhood, but it's not completely correct. Chen flying kicks in. High Wraith is able to get a blink away towards the mid lane. Kerrigan going for a Primal Grasp Impale. Or at least the Impale. I don't know if I saw the Primal Grasp activated. Catapult still throwing in. Actually, it's two Siege Giants in bottom lane working on this core shielding. Three-Legged Cat want to stay in the upper bracket. They're trying to drop dogs down to the lower bracket. Is it possible? Is it plausible? Master Chips has so much damage over time applied to this Chen. And there was a 10-second on the Storm Earth and Fire. Someone got the stun out. Oh, it's all falling apart. Link is getting low. Karazim does go down. We do see ourselves looking at a team kill. As Varian just respawns after watching all of his teammates die. The catapults will be cleared out by Varian, but that's not going to stop the rest of the damage on this core. Three-Legged Cat will move into the winner bracket round 2, and this is going to be dogs going down to our lower bracket. GG, well played. A fantastic best 3 to kick off today's qualifier number 4. Elf on Christmas Eve. Ooh, Elf is pretty good. I haven't seen Elf in a bit. But yeah, Orange Soda line was a Good Burger thing, and Good Burger wasn't all that. Hell, they might have that might have just been a thing that Kel did constantly in any TV show he was in. He might have just loved orange soda. First map is only 12 minutes or something in this series, so they're already on draft 2 for map 2. Okay. Alright, I'll probably just rebroadcast. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate you. Oh, we had a sub. Sorry about that.
If you know this, then why do you serve him?
Because he paid me a freaking fortune, you moron.
You got paid?
Bandit cast his best cast. Appreciate you and hope you had a solid Thanksgiving.
Oh, Patrick.
Smile.
Thank you so much for the tier 1 for 29 months. Whoa! Whoa! Thank you for the 5 gifted subs as well. That's super duper generous, bud.